wins. He's completing over 70% of his passes. He's got multiple touchdowns accounted for in every game. He had 4 this past Sunday, playing with a ton of confidence right now. Ryan Tannehill, a serviceable starting option this week, depending on who your current quarterback is and who his matchup is for this upcoming Sunday.
Wait. You must have finally listened to him. No Devontae Parker.
Devontae Parker made the segment for about 9 straight weeks. Devontae Parker is a stud.
Yes,
He's been
is.
on one of my rosters, several of my rosters.
Yeah.
I'm riding the gravy train. Finally, America has also joined in riding the Devontae Parker train.
Way to go.
Keep winning.
Way to go. Phil Yates. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, Jay.
Choo-choo. All right, let's go over to the NBA. Raptors hosting the Sixers. So they were 6-0 at home this season. We're going to take you to the fourth quarter. We had 8 minutes left. Philly leading by 1. Josh Richardson getting fouled on the three-point attempt. And Richardson to shoot 3 at the line. Nick Nurse not happy with the call. Already used his coach's challenge. So on the ensuing free throws, Richardson, he would miss the first 2, misses his 3rd straight free throw. Drake is not hiding how petty and loving that. So Sixers only leading by 1. 3:15, Raptors down by 5. Vanvleet, check him out, sinks that baby. And 24 points, they cut the deficit to 2. So 1:30 left, same score. Richardson's shot is off. Embiid grabs the rebound, makes his way towards the basket, loses the ball. In 32 minutes of action, he went 0 for 11 from the field and 0 for 3 from the free throw line. He struggled all night. And then here, 1 minute left. Raptors still trailing by 2. Embiid fouls Siakam, but the layup is good. So Siakam would make the free throw. Raptors up by 1. 10 seconds left now. Sixers trailing 99-96. Tobias Harris, he chucks it up. No good. Ben Simmons, what do you got? Nope. And then Marcus Gasol catches that. Siakam, two-handed jam to put the game on ice. Marimar. Siakam, 25 points. Raptors go on to win 101-96.
Hey, Tony, the Celtics at home facing the Kings. No Kemba Walker out with the neck sprain. Buddy Hield had himself a game. His 11th three-pointer of the game that was. 11 threes, the most for a single player against the Celtics in NBA history. He finished with a game-high 41. Under a minute to go. We're tied at 99. Marcus Smart, fade away. Got it. He had 17. Sees up to 101-99. Next possession. Bogdanovic. Pull-up 3. Just 2 of 13 from deep for him. He had 13 in the game. Kings go up 102-101. Next possession. Smart to the rack. Celtics retake the lead with just over 5 seconds remaining. Kings now inbounding the ball. Get the ball to Bogdanovic. Launches a 3. I told you he was not shooting well from 3 all night long. Bounces off the rim. Time expires. Celtics win a close one, 103-102. They stay undefeated at home. By the way, the Raptors and the C's among the 4 teams that have yet to lose at home this season.
Still ahead, Melo flashing back to his old ways with a big night in Chicago. Why a family affair and FaceTime has the former All-Star feeling it. Plus, after a miserable Sunday at New England, the Cowboys are on to Thanksgiving. What is keeping Dallas from being the Super Bowl contender it expects to be? And half-hour headlines next on SportsCenter.
Party last night in Los Angeles. I mean, 45-6 will make you dance, but they were dancing all during the game. Lamar Jackson, Mark Ingram on the sideline. Lamar's like, yeah, get it, kid. Yeah, let's get it. They
got rhythm. They got swag. They got moves. I like that one. Is that the
Marcus
sprinkler?
Peters?
No.
I don't know what that was.
Of course, I'd like the weirdest one.
They were just, and Lamar's like, really?
What is your dance move? Your go-to dance move?
Oh, I'm sorry, we have to go.
All right, we're going to get you caught up with what we need to know this morning, not as dancing. It's time for your half-hour headlines. Can we please start with the 22-year-old that's stealing that spotlight?
Yes, we can. Monday Night Football. The title of the next story on our show rundown is Ravens Destroy Rams. Yep. That 22-year-old Tony just mentioned, the head destroyer, Lamar Jackson, threw 5 touchdown passes in his Monday Night Football debut as the Ravens hand the Rams their worst ever home loss, 45-6. Baltimore's 7-game win streak is the longest active streak in the NFL. Here's John Sutcliffe with Mr. Jackson in Espanol.
Dice que lo importante es ganar un Super Bowl. Ahora es pensar en San Francisco. Amigo, disfruta, enjoy. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you as well.
El primer quarterback que debuta en Monday Night Football, Cari, con 5 pases de touchdown. Regreso contigo.
5 touchdowns, that's what you said?
Yep. Thank you, bud.
Entendió todo.
See, another week, another lopsided win for the Ravens. In fact, they are the 4th team in the last 15 seasons to win 4 straight games against winning teams by 14 or more points. Up next for Lamar and company, another matchup against a winning team. Baltimore faces the 10-1 49ers on Sunday.
Jay, another team also winning, the Lakers. LeBron James double-double, 33 points and 14 assists led the way for LA and their 114-104 win over the Spurs. It's the Lakers' 8th straight win. It's also the longest winning streak since the 2010-11 season. Anthony Davis also did his part, dropping 19 points and 12 rebounds. The Lakers currently stand atop the NBA with a 15-2 record. The spotlight also shining on the reigning MVP, Giannis Antetokounmpo, who dropped a season-high 50 points, 32 in the second half, 14 rebounds, 6 assists, and no turnovers against the Jazz. The Bucks' 122-118 win over the Jazz is their 8th in a row. It's their longest streak since 2002. Now, Giannis became the 3rd Bucks player with multiple 50-point games in team history, joining Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Michael Redd. He also posted a 17th straight double-double to open the season. Only Bill Walton, who posted 34 straight double-doubles in 1976-77, had more to open a season since the NBA-ABA merger in 1976.
College hoops, Tony, big upset last night in the Maui Invitational. Virginia Tech remains unbeaten, holding off number 3 Michigan State 71-66. The Hokies went up 10 with 4.5 minutes left, but Michigan State fought back within 1. Landers Nolly II scored 22, including a big 3 in the final minute to push Tech to 6-0 on the season. Sparty falls to 3-2. Here's Tom Izzo.
I've said this for 20 years. If upsets happen, and that's no insult to them, but it is an upset. Upsets happen. So hats off to Mike and his team. I thought they played extremely hard, extremely well, and I guess we're going to find out a little bit about our team. But I publicly want to apologize to maybe the greatest fan group that was here. We feel like I let them down.
Last night's win was nothing new for Virginia Tech. It was the Hokies' 6th win against an AP Top 5 team in the last 5 seasons, the most such wins in a 5-season span in program history. Virginia Tech 6-0 for the first time since 2012.
Over to the ice, where the Islanders, who were riding a 17-game point streak, saw it come to an end at the hands of the Ducks. First time they're shut out this season. Ryan Getzlaf had a goal and an assist. John Gibson made 26 saves to lead Anaheim to a 3-0 win. The Islanders hadn't lost in regulation since October 11th. Switching gears, MMA fans gotta be loving this. The UFC is targeting a lightweight championship bout between Khabib Nurmagomedov and Tony Ferguson. This is a matchup fans have waited for years to see. UFC President Dana White telling ESPN the fight is currently in the works as the main event for a pay-per-view on April 18th inside Barclays Center in Brooklyn, and this is definitely going to be one of the biggest fights of 2020. 4 previous attempts to face each other fell apart, so exciting.
Looking forward to it. It's going to be a good one. And those are your half-hour headlines.
All right, let's go back to Monday Night Football. After the Ravens' 45-6 win, former Ram Marcus Peters engaged in a verbal altercation with Jalen Ramsey, whom the Rams acquired only hours after trading Peters away. Then as Peters made his way up the LA Memorial Coliseum tunnel to the visitors' locker room, he hollered, kicking the Rams leap out of the playoffs in the direction of his former team. As we welcome once again Darren Orlovsky here on SportsCenter. Dan, before the Ravens, it was Sean McVay and the Rams that seemed to be changing the league. Now they're on track to miss the postseason. What's going wrong in LA?
Everything that can go wrong, and it started with their offense. You know, this offseason, their offensive line lost a lot of important people. It lost their center, it lost their right guard, it lost their left guard, and it's affected the way that they call offense and run the football. They can't run the football nearly as well anymore, and now they've become a drop-back offense. Less play-action pass, and that's not who this offense is. It's not who their quarterback, Jared Goff, is. They need a game to allow those chunk plays to be a part of this offense. And when you're asking Jared Goff in this offense to go drop back and go 35 times a game and try to throw the football downfield, they're not built like that. He's not built to play that way. It's affected the way they play offense. It's affected the way they play defense as well.
All right, let's look ahead to Thursday. Another 6-5 team struggling right now, Dallas. Now taking on the Bills on Thanksgiving. What do you think is holding the Cowboys back right now?
Well, it's not players. They're an incredibly talented football team. They've got expectations that this is a Super Bowl caliber and a Super Bowl worthy team, and it's not being led that way by their head coach. there's no other finger to point to anywhere. They've got stars everywhere: quarterback, running back, wide receiver, left tackle, center, defensive line, linebacker, corner. They've got literally stars everywhere. And the guy leading the show, Jason Garrett's not getting it done. And the expectation from Jerry Jones is this is a team that should be in the conversation for a home playoff game and into the Super Bowl, yet they haven't beaten anybody with a winning record. And it's not because of the offense. The offense has been great. The defense has been subpar, but there's something missing when it comes to Jason Garrett and his leadership.
All right, Dallas needing a win more than ever. Caesars has Dallas as a touchdown favorite Thursday. Of course, that's Dan Orlovsky with the very latest. Thank you so much, Dan. And coming up next on Get Up with Greeny and Al Duncan, they're going to look at the impact Ravens-Rams has on the playoff picture. Plus, is coaching the biggest problem with the Cowboys? And which team benefits most from Oregon's loss Saturday? Get Up at 8 a.m. Eastern right here on ESPN and the ESPN app.
Tony, back to the NBA and some Melo magic. Carmelo Anthony and the Portland Trail Blazers visiting the Chicago Bulls. Melo would start the game on fire. Dame Lillard, 3, no. Rodney Hood rebound. Hits Melo for 3 of his own. He finished with 12 points in the first quarter. Fast forward early fourth quarter now, Blazers with a commanding lead. Melo baseline over Wendell Carter Jr. and the bench just eating it up. Taking it right at the young fella. Extend the Blazers lead to 20. Midway through the fourth, his wife Lala is FaceTiming with their son, and she's like, "There's your dad, there's your boy."